Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I want to give you guys a little bit of a rundown of the war that happened. It was really rather uneventful because in the end it only lasted for 1 week, but on the other hand I refused the help that was offered to me by some other groups because I wanted to experience this war from the perspective of a potential industrial player that gets caught in a war like this that could potentially escalate and that has to try to fend for himself or try to find a solution to still enjoying EVE Online while under the war deck and potentially, of course, ending the war itself. And so, for the very first time, the group was actually tenacious enough to come after me in solitude. Me posting a video about that probably didn't help, but yeah, it must be said that losing my Dominics there, which I was using to run the Blood Raider sites in a pretty cheap Dominics, was what I was going for. I wasn't paying too much attention, and they caught me out. And so after that I actually started jump cloning around a little bit, and I've actually found my new doctrine for what I want to fly in when I'm under a war deck. It's this baby, it's a Confessor. It's actually a really cool, very versatile ship that's gonna get you out of trouble, and I've actually been using that to keep running these Blood Raider gauntlets and trying to earn some extra points for the agency. So let's get to work here. Let's start by approaching the gate. I will get webbed here by these frigates, but it'll work out, and you'll see it's okay. It's actually a cap stable fit as well, so I could start repping whenever I want. That's not gonna be a big deal, and especially in sharpshooter mode, these dual light beam laser 2s actually work really well with an optimal range of 12 kilometers and a fall off range of 14 kilometers. You're going to hit pretty much anything that's within 20 kilometers of you, so very nice. At first, with the 5 frigates, they do quite a bit of damage. You can see that right here. I could also start the afterburner and try to avoid a little bit more damage that way, but overall you decently quickly dispatched a few first frigates. Then DPS starts to come down a little bit to get away from their warping point, and so it's all good. And this is really an awesome ship, because if I were to be in more trouble, like I'm got now by all of these frigates, I could easily go into defensive mode, have better resistances, be able to whittle them down with less DPS, but probably still able to handle that. In fact, let's do a quick test. Let's say that I'd be in trouble. I would switch to armor mode, so that I get better resistance. Look at that, the repping is already coming back, and I'm still hitting this frigate because it needs to be really close by to keep webbing me. Of course my DPS is worse, but just look at my recovery when it comes to the HP there. Really awesome, and that is what makes the Confessor here such an awesome ship. It's really versatile, but it's also fast. You could potentially use this one as well to maybe fit a scram, try and do the PvP stuff, or to get away a bit more easily against what's usually flown, which I've seen flown during this war. It was mostly like faction cruisers and things like that. So I like it. I think it's absolutely an amazing ship, and let's get to work on the next wave then. So they'll be coming in. There's at 20 kilometers. Is he targeting me? Let's just fire one laser beam at him. I don't think you want to escalate this right away to the second wave, so you don't want to go straight off the cruiser. That would be quite a bit of DPS to have to tank. It's not like it's gonna save you any actual time. And there you go, at 15 kilometers we're actually starting to hit that Blood Raider frigate as well. And so this is gonna be my next prep. I'm definitely going to put a PvE focused Confessor with probes, which is actually really handy as well. I'm going to, and I should of course also web my targets a little bit more effectively. But I'm going to put one of these Confessors in all my bases of operations, and rather than what I usually did, which was to fly out there in a cheap Tech 1 battleship, in order to still do some stuff under the war deck, I'm going to fly these Confessors from now on. Another big advantage, you could take this Confessor, this one right here, into a C1 wormhole, and you could do the combat sites there. So not all of them, I think there's a couple of them with serious batteries that really do a lot of damage. They're gonna be pretty tricky, but you can take this puppy into wormhole space as well, completely disappearing off of the radar of your war target, and that's why I like this one a lot. As I've said, another lesson that I learned, of course, is that for the first time, sometimes your enemy will come after you if you have a second base of operation. And so these guys actually... let's give a hello to Apex 142. Thank you also for leaving the site for me so that I can actually... make the video. That's very nice. I've actually found that later on in the event, people have been a little bit more willing to go out there, look for their own sites if someone is already actively running it. So that is quite nice. And what I was saying is that sometimes your enemy will come after you even if you have a second base of operation, and they can make it a little bit more annoying for you to, well, keep playing the game the way you like. And so that's gonna be my next step after building the refinery and getting the best reprocessing yield back in detail, which I think is gonna take the rest of the week or something like that. I think by next weekend I should be able to have that up and running. I'm actually planning to make a fourth base of operation that is again far away from everything else. I'm still undecided as to where I would put that down. I'm thinking Minmatar space, but my brother said maybe we could look into Garnet space. Garnet space is quite unique and quite far away from everything as well. And so that is going to be something that I'll do there as well. I'll probably want an Orca there. I'll want maybe an Ishtar, maybe a Gila, something for the regular exploration stuff. But then also, oh, and here comes the Gnosis as well. The potential the potential ships that I want. Oh, and an Osprey Navy issue as well. Interesting. So I will also want those potential wartime ships, which I'm not exactly sure what I want all around, but I definitely want the Confessor to be amongst them. And I'm thinking next to the Confessor also a PvP battleship. I think that could be very handy. Let's blow that baby up. Thank you very much. There we go. Let's take the gate. Let's see if they come after me. Potentially they will, but that's not a problem. We'll see if we can snipe the battle cruiser. And you saw right here, right? It's taking a little bit more time, of course, to run these sites in the Confessor. But compared to losing a Dominix, this is even cheaper. And let's go like that. Compared to the Dominix, this is far more versatile, fast as well. So I'm liking it by quite a lot. But as I've said, I still need to, I think, get some better ships in my base of operations for during the wartime. Not just like a Tech 1 battleship and then maybe a Tech 1 retriever or something like that for some active mining. I need to up my plans, up my preparations for that. That's basically what this war showed me. So let's finish off this site here. This time I am in competition with an Osprey Navy issue and with a Gnosis. Let's see if we can actually grab the battle cruiser from them. Yes or no? Not sure if it's gonna work out. It's gonna be an interesting challenge. And the Osprey is actually targeting me. Could be for reps. Oops, and here comes a Gila as well. Lots of people in the final room. Let's see who'll get the loot. That's pretty cool. I've been in competition with other players once in the Confessor. Most of the time, as I've said, they do tend to leave you alone. And I actually managed to grab it. So let's see if I can replicate that success. So what I have found is that the battle cruiser actually, let's kill these guys, tends to spawn or warp in on this side of the structure, away from this tower and over here. So I'm going to position myself there. We are going to continue to take care of some of these babies in the meantime, like that. And so over here is usually near that wreck, so we're slowly going to approach that wreck, is where I've known the battlecruiser to mostly warp into. Let's see if I'm right. You take the battlecruiser right off the bat, you press approach, start targeting that puppy, and it's within 6 kilometers. There we go, firing off the first shot. It's on the other side of the structure. That is not so good. But let's see here. 10 points achieved. And we get the wreck. If I can bloody grab it. Thank you. And we are out of here. And that's a booster, which for some reason I forgot to consume one when the last one ran out. And we are gone, right? Pretty fast Confessor here. Pretty effective, cap stable, so you know exactly when you're gonna get in over your head. And as you can see here, it can even compete with Gila, Gnosis and other ships as well, because it's a faster locker, it's a faster mover as well, but it has definitely respectable DPS when it's in sharpshooter mode as well. And so this is basically my biggest lesson from this war. It is this Confessor that is going to be my new wartime PvE fly around ship that I'm going to prep for all of these. Oops, and looks like someone is not all too happy. Not sure what that means, but you know, that is definitely what I learned mostly in this war, that I need to be ready a little bit more, and that I think it's a better choice to fly in something like this than in a Tech 1 battleship. So let's quickly talk up, because with that I actually have, I think, 400 points for Crimson Harvest. So we'll end up 418, there you go. We'll end up looking at what skin I actually get. That could be interesting. I'm hoping for Tristan, but well, there's a very small chance that we'll actually get that. So let's get into the item hanger. I think it's in inventory. Then we have redeemable items. Oops, headhunter crate, and like that. Redeem selected. Yes, there it is. Then can I open the container? What's it going to be? It's, well, a Merlin headhunter skin. All right, it's not so bad. Show info, and then can I just look at it? Look at that. It does make the Merlin look really good. It's just that the skull effect is not as great, of course, as on the Tristan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to still hunt for a couple of more of these sites. Hope that I can get, let's press activate skin license here. Hope that I can get lucky and get that Tristan skin. But there we go, guys. That's gonna be it for this quick video. Bit of an update on what I learned in the war, and the new preferred ship to fly during the war for me. It's this baby right here, the Confessor. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time.